Alright, so we decided to come to the island, Vancouver Island, to look for sheds. I also bought a bear tag for the spring bear hunt, so we'll see if we get that opportunity, but I think the main focus is to explore, find some elk sign, and see if we find any sheds. So we've gotten to a point in the mountains here where there is snow, so we're not sure if we're too high in elevation. But there's a lake here and it's got some old growth forest around it, so we're just going to check it out. We see some droppings, but those might be old, might be from the fall, we're not quite sure, but there's a bunch of droppings here.
And a rub.
Yeah, there's a rub. I think those are elk droppings. If those are deer, that's a big deer, but I think those are elk. And yeah, we're gonna go. There's a bit of a rub on that small tree there, but we'll just walk around this lake and see what we find. There we go. So right away, looks like we're seeing some tracks. I think that they're fresh enough that they are from recent. Some big tracks actually, so it looks promising. So this is the kind of terrain that we're dealing with, crossing a whole bunch of streams, and Kristen doesn't have the best boots on.
Okay.
I've got some Irish setter tall rubber boots.
We couldn't find mine anywhere.
Yeah, we were looking for a pair for her that would work for this type of terrain, but still haven't found them, so she'll have to make do. But yeah, we'll just continue. It's pretty awkward getting through here sometimes, but we'll just continue. I was just filming there and I didn't even bother turning around. We gotta stop and take advantage and look at some of these super old trees here. I think that there is an old Sitka spruce, possibly. It doesn't quite have the bark of a Douglas fir, so I think that's a Sitka spruce, and that there is a cedar, old western red cedar. They're just littered through here. Well, not littered, they're just old trees scattered throughout this area around the lake. I guess this is like a buffer zone for the lake. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's an experience on its own just to hike through this area. Cool. So this is a dead western red cedar next to a living one that's pretty massive, but it looks like it just kind of grew alongside a dead cedar. Oh, it's a little dark here. Looks like we got into a spot here that's full of rubs. I can hear trucks in the background. There's some scat. Yeah, there's some logging trucks out here. But yeah, these are some nice sized rubs on the trees. It's probably elk. Yeah, but that's deer droppings right there. That's some blacktail droppings. So, but yeah, these, I mean, I guess it could be a decent sized blacktail. Another big cedar. That one's dead. Looks like Kristen found some small little winter chanterelles. Oops, gotta put it in there. Yeah, those are winter chanterelles. Cool. Yellowfoots, I think they might be called.
Oh.
I know now what that was.
What?
That sound that you heard, that beeping sound,
Yeah?
that's a warning before they're about to blast rock.
Whoa.
So they're blasting rock somewhere over there.
That's crazy. Is it okay for us to be walking?
What's that?
Are we okay walking around here?
Yeah, they're not blasting right here, but yeah, see, these are called yellowfoots.
You need to film here. There's an insane amount of woodpecker holes.
Oh, yeah.
Check this side out.
Yeah, you know what those are? That's sapsucker.
Pretty dead tree.
Yeah. Cool. It's tough to get over all these huge trees. They're so massive. Another, I guess, cedar. Yeah, looks like a western red
I
cedar.
gotta take off my pants.
Well, yeah, this is tough hiking, and you can't see very far. Well, I'm just saying that we can't see very far into the distance, like.
No.
So we pretty much have to walk right up on a shed, it seems. So we decided to get into this clearing here, but now it's starting to rain. But we're seeing lots of droppings in this stuff, so we're gonna try to follow along this kind of clearing, see if we can find anything. All right. It's tough getting up this hill. We're just trying to get back to the road, which is right there. But getting up here through all this tangle is pretty tough. But yeah, we decided we're going to head back towards our truck and have some lunch. And maybe drive along further on these logging roads and explore a bit more. But yeah, it has not been easy to explore, and it's pretty windy now, so I don't know what this footage is going to sound like. That's one of the clearings that we came to first. Nice and tight to your shoulder when you're shooting. And leaning into it. It's already set up. All you have to do is turn off the safety. Remember where it's angled on your shoulder.
Have I shot this gun before?
I don't think so. No, you've never shot this one before. Nice and tight to your shoulder. Be prepared. And then just kind of squeeze once you are ready. Safety off. Whoa, shit, my ears are ringing too. All right, so how was that?
That was louder than I thought.
Yeah, it was louder than I remembered.
Yeah, it was louder than I thought, and kind of like a longer noise than I thought. But you really set me up for the shoulder, and so I thought that was going to be painful, and it wasn't. It was fine. It
Wow.
kind of moved me back, like I was ready for it.
I put a pad on the back of this.
Yeah.
Before I was trying to sight it in without that.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
Like
on
I
my
kind of
shoulder.
have like an old shoulder injury from dance on this left side, so I was nervous, but that's the side that I'm more comfortable just naturally wanting to shoot from for whatever reason. I like to do a lot of things left, even though I'm right-handed, but yeah, I don't know. That was fine. It was not.
That's good.
It was not painful.
Oh man, my ear hurt from that.
ringing?
Yeah, I was trying to stand further back.
And I had this on too, so
should have just put some earplugs on. Man, all right.
That was good. That was good.
Cool.
Thanks.
So I'll fill us in a bit here. We're just finally set up for the night. It's Saturday night. We had I don't know, about 3 hours or so that we hiked today, or
At least.
at
Maybe
least
more.
maybe 4. But it was tough hiking, right?
It wasn't bad. It was okay. Well, some of it was not the greatest. It was like slippery, and a lot of the trees were really decomposing, so, like our feet kept falling through into holes, so that's a little tricky. Like I always get kind of nervous when that happens, but it was good.
We
Like,
saw
it
some big
wasn't-
trees, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's always neat when you see big old trees like that.
Yeah.
So here's our
So,
setup. I
yeah.
guess we're just here for the evening because we just went to an entirely new spot.
Yeah.
I
and
mean,
we
it
saw-
was, I'd say it's about a half an hour drive from where we stayed earlier today.
Yeah, probably.
And then we saw elk. We just started driving, just trying to find a new spot, and we saw a bunch of elk here.
Quite a few.
So we were able to actually find a nice little pull off on the side of the road that actually has an old logging trail right behind us. So we're gonna go take a hike into this forest tomorrow, because the elk are just in that area there that we saw a bunch, and that's exciting, right?
It's nice because it's an early night, so it's like I feel like we can just go to bed early and wake up a lot earlier tomorrow and have a way sooner start. But yesterday was like just such a late start day for us, and so now we're gonna have some beer and some broccoli cheddar soups.
Yeah, well, we just got these. Just add water, something simple, whatever. We had some what was it? Bison,
we have
bison pepperettes.
Bison and water buffalo.
Yeah, that we just got from where? Where did you get those?
I got those from the Courtney Farmers Market, which is really, really good. I asked my friend who lived nearby to pick us up some bison bacon today and some bread and local eggs because there's really awesome vendors there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And this is our setup that we sleep in. So we just got 2 sleeping bags, our pillows, and then a big sleeping bag over top. But honestly, it's warm enough.
Warm.
It's
yeah.
warm enough that I don't need to be covered up by this other sleeping bag. But I got some nice layers of foam underneath us, and yeah,
it's cozy.
It sleeps good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm excited to have one more day of shed hunting and see what we find tomorrow. But nothing today, and it's tough, right? But you just got to make the most of it and just explore. And
it was nice. It was nice walking. We saw big trees, and there was some really nice little forest streams. I love that. I always think it looks really pretty.
Yeah.
So it looks like it'll be nice tomorrow.
And this little pop-up tent, you know, is good. If it does happen to start raining, then we're covered in the morning as well.
Yeah, we're set up for breakfast for the morning.
Yeah.
We got some muffins from a good little bakery cafe.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
Supper time.
Yeah. How's your namaste cup?
It's not that good. Yeah, leave it to dehydrated food sometimes.